So today we are going to be talking about the polar grid tool. The polar grid tool is used to create concentric circles and it's located just right below your line segment tool. Once you click on the polar grid tool, you can click on anywhere on your artboard and you could see several options that you can modify. You can play around with this to be able to see some things that that you may find useful in your creative works. So by default I have it set like this, and if I click OK, let me give it an outline color of white. Holding my Shift Alt, I'm gonna increase the size. So now you can see that I have some strokes here. This stroke that I have here, let me click on that so you can see what I'm talking about. The radial dividers, you could see these 5 lines are the radial dividers, while these 5 gaps you are seeing here are the concentric dividers. If I make this to become 0, I wouldn't have these lines anymore. And if I click OK, you could see I have something that looks like this. I can increase my number of dividers. Say like here I have about 15. If I modify this to become 15, I will have more concentric dividers for this circle of 100 by 100. If I click OK, you can see I have much more dividers for that particular circle. Let me increase the size a bit so you can see what it is. Alright, so if I pick it again, click on anywhere, I can modify the width and height. I can make it to become 200, and if I'm happy with this and if I click OK, you could see I will have something that looks exactly like this, right? So let me click again, click anywhere, change here to 200, maybe 100, keep here 200. If I click OK, it's gonna make something that looks exactly like this. Okay, right. So there are several other things. This particular shape we have here at Adobe Illustrator also kind of comes in handy when you want to play around with your shape builder tool. Say you want to make some shapes from this, you can use your shape builder tool to do that. Once you highlight your object, get your shape builder tool. I'm going to give it yellow. Confuse here to be 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 yellow. You can even get another color. Give here another color. Give here another color. Yeah. So you see I can play around this and achieve something else. So depending on what you want to create, these cues here kind of distorts your concentric dividers and also your radial divider. If I reduce this to say, let me get it to maybe around 184. If I click OK, let me keep here at 100 so you can see what is going on. Let me make it 400 or rather 250 by 250. It can be much big. Okay, if I click OK, you can see I have, this is what it looks like. The concentric circles are no longer equal, right? Let me click again. If I increase it, click OK, you can see how the concentric circle came around. So depending on what you want to create, you can always play around this. If I play also with this cue under the radial divider, my radial divider will not be poorly spaced, right? So let me have here maybe 5, and let me increase here. If I decrease there, let me delete this so that we can see what we are doing. Delete this, delete this, delete this, delete this. Nowhere. Okay, let me have here 200 by 200. Have this cue. This, click OK. You can see it's no longer equally spaced. I'm gonna click anywhere, get this 10 to 0. Maybe increase here to positive. If I click OK, you can see it's no longer equally spaced. So depending on whatever you want to create, you can always play around with your tool and achieve whatever kind of shape. And with the shape builder tool, you can construct any kind of shape. Another thing I want to show you is you can add fill color. I can make it to become, maybe I make this red color. Now you can actually add or clip mask an image inside multiple concentric circles created with your grid tool. If I click on this, what I want to make sure that I have here highlighted is the create compound path for ellipses. Once I click on this and have it checked, it's going to merge all these concentric circles together to compound them so that I can clip mask an image inside it. So once I click OK, this particular shape is already compounded. They are together. The difference, if you look at this particular shape right here, if I want to merge these two things together, if I click Ctrl 7, you see it's losing some details. The image was able to be clip marked here, but clip marks on the smallest circle here. That's not what I want to achieve. I want to have this thing clip masked all through the body of this circle. So that's why I need to compound them. When you compound concentric circles together, you'll be able to see that whole circle as single image, even though there are different circles that make that particular circle. I'm going to bring this thing back down, select this that's already been compounded, click on what, Ctrl 7 to mask, or go to my object, scroll down to clipping mask and click make. You could see I now have this particular image inside my concentric circle compounded vector. So that is what I have here. So I hope this helps you to grow your skill and you find this thing very handy in the future. See you in the next video.